In this drill we work on a favorable positioning to hit a cross court, and we use the Squashcannon ball machine as a part of a progression. It's a good way to start with a Squashcannon as it gives you a consistent feed. We later progress into feeding drills by a coach. The goal for students is to move their feet behind the ball to be able to hit a good cross court. I like to use a 2-wall post that comes off the opposite side wall, which is a very difficult ball to judge, and players tend to overrun these shots quite a bit to the front. The consistent feed of the Squashcannon helps players to quickly get a feel for the correct position, which is why I like to use the Squashcannon at the beginning of a progression. Show players where the ideal contact point is. Players need to get a feel for what a favorable position is to hit a good cross court. Moving to the correct place is also crucial to be able to recover easily back to the middle. I like to use the 2-wall post coming off the opposite side wall as well to slow players down who move way too fast around the court. If you move too fast, you tend to end up in the incorrect position, which you can see here with this student. The student overruns the ball to the front, which leads to a cross court that's not being wide enough. The key focus here is to have your feet positioned behind the ball to be able to hit a good wide cross court. Both an open and a closed stance can be used. A good timing of the movement tends to lead to a better position, so make sure your students don't move too fast to the ball. Now we progress into feeding the same shot by a coach or partner, which will have more variation inherently, forcing students to adjust their position for every shot. After feeding consistently, vary the pace for students to have to adjust even more. With most drills, the Squashcannon ball machine is most effective if it's used as part of a progression. Often, using it at the beginning is beneficial to introduce a new skill, a new movement pattern, to work on the rhythm, and so on. Then the new skill needs to be tested in a game-like situation, with every shot being different. Here we add another option for the feeder to either play straight or post to make it more like a game.